Did you hear me?
No. What?
Look. Hospital. This is where we get off. Let's go, kiddo. You feel that breeze, huh? I tell you, on a day like this, I just sit on my porch, pick away at my six string. You know, once we're done with this whole thing, I'm gonna teach you how to play guitar. Yeah, I reckon you'd really like that. What do you say, huh? Ellie, I'm talking to you.
Huh? Oh. Yeah, sure, that sounds great.
What's up, guys? This is the Hickory Smoked Taco Algorithm, back with you for episode 23 of my Last of Us playthrough. And you might notice, due to the lack of snow on the ground and the helpful phrase at the very beginning of this video, we've made it to spring. This is the last season covered in the game. Winter ended a little bit differently. Not that any of the seasons really have a happy ending, but winter kind of ended in a strange fashion. As you may recall, Joel was injured at the end of fall and spent most of winter recovering.
Oh, yeah?
And Ellen Page was kind of forced to fend for herself.
So,
ended up meeting up with David, who I've been calling Mr. Rogers because he kind of looks like him in my opinion.
So I walked to the cockpit,
Here,
opened the door, but there's no pilot.
Ellen is describing a dream of flying, which you would assume she's flying by herself, but she's actually talking about a dream of flying a jet.
I've never been
so I guess that means she wants to learn how to pilot a jet before she learns how to swim. Now, you may be saying to yourself, you know, Taco, you're really hard on Ellen Page, and maybe she just hasn't had time to learn how to swim, and maybe there are no pools available. But there's a reason. There's a reason that I'm so hard on her. Because you never know when those skills may come in handy. For example, they might come in handy at the end of this episode. Maybe. I'm just saying. But anyway, back to the recap. Ellie meets up with Mr. Rogers.
Another city.
Things go sideways and even kind of get... I'm not gonna say the word. We'll just rhyme it. Things got a little grapey, if I may say so. If you catch my drift, and Ellen was forced to deal with the situation with violence, because that's really the only way she knows how, and ended up
through here, huh?
Well, brutally murdering Mr. Rogers with a machete. So now that we're in spring, we've actually moved on. I believe this is Salt Lake City, and this is again where we were told the Fireflies are. Supposedly they're in the hospital, but we'll see. Kind of looting the local Greyhound station. Go ahead and swap that out for something a little nastier. Pull up El Diablo.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, you just kind of seem extra quiet today.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's not. It's fine. Well, we could use that ladder.
go ahead and boost Ellen Page up. She can drop the ladder for us.
Ellie? Ellie?
What?
The ladder.
I always kind of took that to be Naughty Dog kind of making fun of their own game mechanics. You know, at this point, we've probably boosted Ellen Page up 20 times. I suppose if I wanted, I could actually go back through all the footage and count, but you can if you want. You can increase my view count. Boost her up. Come on, Ellen, get your head in the game.
Oh my god.
What is it?
Thanks. I'm
Ellie?
really glad you
Ellie?
came along on this journey.
You gotta see this.
What is it? What the hell is...
This coming up is actually kind of one of the more iconic scenes, especially from the end of the game.
Kidding me?
I don't know if you caught a glimpse of that, but you'll get a good close-up here in a second. And because it's kind of character building between Joel and Ellie, as per the usual, I will
Come on,
shut up.
hurry up. You see this? Shh, don't scare it.
I won't.
What are you doing?
It's all right. Come here. Hey, hurry up. Come on.
Hey there. So fucking cool. Aw, where's it off to? Here, come on, let's go.
Not really sure how
Slow down,
fast a
kiddo.
giraffe can
Come on.
run, but I wouldn't think they'd be that fast. But I'm not a botanist, so don't quote me. In fact, I may look that up after the fact and include it in the video description.
Oh, man.
Because now I want to know.
Wow,
I would think they'd all have gotten eaten,
look at those things.
since they just kind of seem to slowly trot.
We don't have to do this. You know that, right?
What's the other option?
Go back to Tommy's. Just be done with this whole damn thing.
After all we've been through. Everything that I've done. It can't be for nothing. Look, I know you mean well, but there's no halfway with this. Once we're done...
Alright, so we just kind of had a
Everyone.
conversation about
Okay.
the fact that Ellen
I'll
Page
leave it
really
at that.
need not go
look this
through
up.
with her current plan of action. And of course, Ellen said, you know, not verbatim, but hey, we'll stay the course and we're going to finish this because everything we've done can't be for nothing. So I assume she means putting up with her for the entirety of this game. That can't be for nothing. And you know what? Really, it isn't for nothing. We've gotten a full-length video walkthrough of it out of the deal. Alright, so this is another one of those kind of refugee camps.
This place takes me back.
This area is totally loaded with supplies.
Went down.
I'm sure for no good reason at all. So we're going to kind of take our time and loot it appropriately. Maybe even a little inappropriately. We'll have to see how it goes.
Is that after you lost Sarah?
I thought that was a crafting modification, but it's not.
Can't imagine losing someone you love like that. Losing everything that you know. I'm sorry, Joel.
It's okay, Ellie.
Got some supplements, and I saw the level 5 tool set, so that is actually the last tool set in the game, so we've maxed that out. Now if we have the parts, we can do the upgrades. I believe there's actually a bench over here. Yep. Let's see what we've got. Go ahead and upgrade the Diablo. Got a feeling we may need that in the near future. Maybe throw some on the bow for New Game Plus.
Yeah, that looks good.
Hey, Joel, I got something for you. Here. Maria showed this to me, and I stole it. I hope you don't mind.
Well, no matter how hard you try.
So there you have kleptomaniac Ellen Page handing us the photographs she shoplifted from the dam. That had to be what, like 5 months ago? 4 months ago? Her parents must be so disappointed.
This time it's gonna be different. I just know it.
What do you mean?
They're gonna be there.
Alright, I was gonna call this a subway, but it looks more just like a highway tunnel. This area is kind of, I would say Joel's kind of final test is a two-parter. One will be in this episode, and the next will be in the last episode, which coincidentally is the next episode, because we're almost done. You've almost watched it all. unless you skip to this point, in which case, shame on you. Nah, it's fine. Maybe you just needed help with this particular section, and you wanted to watch how a pro does it. If that's the case, fair warning, you're watching the wrong channel. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my listen mode distance because it comes in extremely handy here. As you could see, I couldn't hear all those guys beforehand, and now I can. And that looks like a bloater. Now, I'm going to attempt, emphasis on attempt, to take out some of these guys using stealth. There's one. Just kind of want to clear him out if I can before I have to fight the bloater. Trying to keep an eye on him to make sure he doesn't kind of sneak around the corner and grab me. If we can actually take him out quietly, we might be alright. I think we'll go nail bombs at least at first. Try to peg him with them without drawing his attention to me. Look like we may have put a dent in him. He's got some friends coming. That was kind of messy. All right, well, so far so good. Got some flamethrower fuel. There's actually one section here that I normally use the flamethrower in. It's just, I want to use it more than I do. I just don't, if that makes any kind of sense. Got him.
Holy shit.
Stay quiet.
Anybody? You know, despite being underground, this area is pretty wide open with a few exceptions. That's why that listen distance upgrade comes in so handy here. Alright, there's some more guys. Looks like a clicker. Nope. He juked me.
Oh my god. There's so many of them.
Actually, quite a bit of stuff right here. You have a ton of runners, kind of all hunched over. They're puking. They had a big night last night. One down. Of course, we're out of arrows now. I think at least on the easier difficulties, it's actually possible to kind of hug the walls and choke them out one at a time. But this is the section I normally use the flamethrower in, just because it's a narrow corridor and there are so many of them. Of course, I guess there's one less thanks to the arrow. Hi, guys. Have some of this.
Get away from him! Quicker!
Well, that shotgun will get you out of a tight spot every time. Smells like bacon. Go ahead and reload. This section coming up is actually what I would call probably the ultimate test. I don't know if you can see that off to Joel's left. There's actually two bloaters just kind of hanging out, and they've got their little entourage of smaller buddies. Key point, of course, is to try to take out as many as you can without alerting them, because if those all come at your face at the same time, you're in for a world of hurt. So what we're going to try is my Molotov trick. Throw a brick. Wait a second. Throw a Molotov. Maybe two.
Hate those things.
Oh, got them both. That's how that's done, son. Now, even I am not always that lucky. In fact, if you've watched this playthrough, I wouldn't really use the term luck to describe any of it. Or maybe all of it. I don't know. But that's where the Diablo can actually come in handy. If you don't have the supplies you need to take those guys out the way I just did, the Diablo does a pretty good job of putting a pretty serious dent in those bloaters. You can also use that low wall as cover, which will kind of protect you from their spore bombs too.
Okay.
We've boosted Ellen Page up.
Look out below!
Just gonna push down this box. At least she's paying attention now. I actually think that's
We're good.
either all or nearly all of the enemies in this area.
Okay.
Looked like I almost didn't make that. The rest of this is actually kind of, well, I think it is actually the last
That water looks pretty deep.
kind of puzzle platform section this game has got.
What's that?
You can teach me how to swim.
You got it.
And I see water, which means we're going to have to do my My favorite thing, and probably swim and probably go under. Man, I hate it.
I'm on the other side.
That wasn't too bad.
All right, hold on.
Alright, there's the ladder. Couldn't remember where it was. Joel kind of enabling Ellen Page and her non-ability to swim by doing everything. Going underwater, popping up on the other side, fetching the ladder. Should just leave her behind.
All right, just stick to the edge.
Speaking
Shallow over
of
there.
being left behind, that is actually the name of the DLC that was released for this game. I think I've heard it called full length. It's not really all that long. I actually watched a good buddy of mine beat it in probably, say, maybe 3 hours tops. And parts of it were interesting. If you're not an Ellen Page fan,
Give me a foot.
probably want to save your money unless you've got the remastered edition on the PS4, which has it already bundled in. But it kind of focuses on the story of Ellie, kind of her past before she met Joel, and the events. Looks like we got a clip through the fence. And the events that kind of occur after Joel's fall in Fall, and when we rejoin Ellie in Winter, kind of her looking for medical supplies for Joel, and hilarity ensues, let me tell you. Got another workbench.
Watch your head.
Say shiv door. Yes.
All right.
Some arrows, some dead bodies. Kind of like to know what actually happened in this room. Bodies are kind of arranged in a strange way. You know what, on second thought, maybe I don't want to know. Let's get out of here.
Hey, look. There it is.
Just stay put.
Yay, we get to do some more underwater parts. Oh man, I can't... I think that's the way I'm supposed to go, but started kind of freaking out. I gotta go replenish my oxygen. Alright. That guy right there is exactly how I don't want to end up. Okay. Like I said, this is like the last last puzzle platform kind of section in this whole game. It might appear tricky at first, but it's really not that bad. Actually kind of reminds me of one of the puzzles way back in Bill's town with the ladder. Go ahead and enable Ellen Page.
All right. Get on.
Ammo.
Okay. Okay, there. I'm on it. Be careful.
I got you.
Boost her up. She will go up the stairs and around and drop the ladder for us. When she gets around to it, anyway. You know, she says herself that she's the cure for mankind. She certainly moves slowly, considering. Oh no, how unexpected.
Damn ladder broke off the wall.
Now what?
I'll figure something out.
Alright, so we're going to place the ladder. Use it to climb up to the top. But then you actually want to turn back around and pick the ladder up. We're going to drop it down. Completely ignore it and drop. And then pick it up and use it to create a bridge for us to get across this gap.
Oh, I see. Good idea.
And that's that.
Oh, boy.
Just let me go ahead, and you follow my lead.
Okay, right behind you.
Alright, well, we are very nearly through this area. And actually,
Great. Come on, jump.
this remaining
Sure,
part
gonna catch
gets
me?
pretty serious, so I'm going to go ahead and cut my commentary here and let you watch that.
You never need me.
Let's get the hell off
But
this thing.
thank you for watching, and as always, this is Taco Algorithm signing off.
Whoa! Ellie, move!
Hands in the air!
She's not breathing.
Hands in the fucking air!
Come on, man.